Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Crypto Luke, the daily updates for crypto, my trades, what we're going after, and how the market is looking. So today I thought I'd do something a bit different. So when I set up this channel, one thing I wanted to do was come up with a concept where I can showcase to people how they can sort of 10x their wealth. So what I've tried to do is like set up with basically $500, how much that is in pounds, and set up some trading ones. All these trades primarily I have already discussed on the channel in terms of entrance. Because I was setting up the channel with some of these, I've had to enter separately. I've got a separate account. This is KuCoin, not sponsored by them. Just literally thought, why not try a new one if I'm going to do these trades? So where are we at? So we're 60% up on our Bitcoin trade, 21% up on our CRV trade, 20% up on our Sol trade, and 23% up on our XRP. And like I said, I've tried to limit myself up to, the kind of money that I think most people should be able to have in terms of like trading, and where we're trying to get to. So, like I said, if we start out with $500, why don't we try and make it 5,000? And these are some of the trades that we discussed. I obviously discussed on the channel, if it wasn't yesterday, the day before, the fact that we entered CRV at 49 cents. It's now at 51 cents. XRP, we said we'd open it at $2.02. And Solana, I had to enter a new trade here at 143.8. On the other account, it's at 142. So from that perspective, we're up across the board. It's brilliant. I mean, Sunday, I never trade on a Sunday, so I'm not going to enter any new trades today. And if you like that, all I'm going to do is run through where I am in terms of what I think the market's going to happen and all that stuff. There's a lot of fake pumps on a Sunday. So overall, the market looks great, right? Everything is up on the daily, weekly, everything is up as well that we like to look at. And if we look at the top 100 on average today, it's up 2.4%. But that's not what we want. We want to outperform the market, right? And with some of these trades, you can clearly see that we are doing that. And I've got some of the stop orders and stuff like that. So I'm mitigating my risk. We want to lose small and win big. But today, what I really wanted to run through was Solana. So some of you might notice that I've posted this the day before, but we were testing obviously the moving average lines, 50 and 20 days. We were testing that. We've now hopefully turned into support. If we look at the 4 hourly, from that perspective, we've like risen above it, gone across, and now we are literally testing this other resistance line here. From that perspective, so drawn out quite a clean chart, broken through this level here. We entered the trade, we broke through, came across. That was on the 4 hourly with a stop loss in case obviously it was a fake out. We're now testing this, and on the 0.618 fib line, we are now hoping to break through that, and our next target I've got is whatever that is, $168, $169, and then if we actually look at the fibs, it's around about 190 in terms of that perspective. Volume has been going down, which is not obviously ideal, but that's again, if we look at the overall crypto market, still a neutral across the board, but we're actually on greed when it comes to the Bitcoin index, still thoroughly in the Bitcoin market or Bitcoin season, but we had pushed up. I think we were like 17, 18 the other day, and if we were to look past this chart and actually take a look at Bitcoin dominance, you can see that we've fallen from 66% to about 65.62. If this continues to cascade, what we should see is some of that liquidity entering some of the altcoins, but everything is looking great, if I'm honest. If you're looking to get into crypto, I wouldn't necessarily trade on a Sunday. Like I said, often what you see is kind of fake pumps, and you don't want to be trading during that period. Best day would be, or look at when the US stock market opens, see what the overall trends are in terms of the Nasdaq or the S&P 500, and look how that's trading. And some really interesting stuff has been coming up around Ripple, to get away from Solana just briefly. Basically saying obviously that the SEC have dropped their case, and they said that we're closing this chapter once and for all and moving forwards. Could have a really, really positive effect on the crypto market. Could have a really crypto, and like alt season will make a huge comeback. It's just a matter of time. That we're at this level here, we obviously want to break through. We're kind of at a position where we're kind of testing that resistance now. Will we actually go above that and begin to get kind of that alt season 75? Obviously, when this happened before November, December, if you look at your XRP charts, massive, huge pumps. And some people out there are saying like, look, 10x is loading for Ethereum. I haven't got any future trades open. I've just got my spot bags in Ethereum, but I'm pretty confident that Ethereum's going to get to 8 to 10,000 this cycle, if I'm honest. From that perspective, as you can see on the right here, I was trying to get them to give me a bit of a logo, but it looked crap because I'm trying to improve these videos every single time I do them. And if there's anything you think we could be doing better, just let me know. But when we're looking also, like the Vice President of the USA says Bitcoin is strategically important for assets for the USA. It's crazy. I can't believe that there's still so many bears. I mean, as well, if we looked at, was it even the ultimate bear more recently? If we looked at James Wynn, let's see what he's his calls are madness. Long in my longs, feel like we're during a big meme runner. I'm going to go short on Bitcoin, can pump, yeah, this will work, right? I mean, he was literally, you could almost win by just trading against him, to be honest with you. Like, if you actually look at a lot of his trades, when you go through this, he was short till, a day or so ago. He's trying to win a billion. He's lost 100 million. He's short. he's shorting when we pump, and he's longing at resistance. I mean, these are like basic things that just wouldn't do. I love the fact how much money he's got, and I love his confidence, and fair play to the geezer. But like if I'm honest, would I enter a trade here? Probably not, because with one set of resistance lines, we've obviously crossed over, pumped into that. We've just, gone above the 15, 20-day moving averages. We're now at another sloping line of resistance, and we're also at the, fib line there. Like, would I enter a trade here? No, because, it's more than likely we might come down and then bounce up, or, the market could reverse slightly, and without having a stop loss, I could end up, like I said, we want to win big and lose small. If we enter a trade when we've just been pumping, more than likely that we could lose some of that money, and we wouldn't be in a position like this where we've got all our trades up, we've got our stop losses set. We're in a position where we're going to make money no matter what, and that's what you want to be. These liquidation lines, we've actually got stop losses above that, so that we're not going to get liquidated. We're still going to have funds. A lot of these, we've already taken, some profits. Okay, I get it, guys. It's not a huge amount of money, but like I said, I want to go from $500 to $5,000 as part of this channel to kind of showcase what can be done in the market. And I don't know how tricky that will be, because normally I'm just trading, looking at, okay, cool, what margin am I making on a weekly? I don't really look at going from X to Y. It's more around, this is the kind of ROI that I'm looking for. This has been a great week, and this is the money in the trades that I've been part of. Look, I'm going to showcase the trades that I've got. I want you guys to obviously like and subscribe. We haven't got a huge amount of followers on the channel right now, but the more you get, the easier it's going to be in terms of being able to showcase this, and for me to invest time on doing this on the daily. So like I said, subscribe, comment below. If you don't like my content, fair play, leave a comment, leave a dislike. I want to get some feedback so I know if this is the right direction. I think a 10x challenge could be a great one, highlighting some of the trades that we've entered also. and then giving you guys a bit of market insight of when I'm entering the trades and what value I've got. But yeah, thank you very much for your time, guys. Really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your weekend. Fingers crossed we can pump. Like I said, the update on the Solana is sweet. We've hit our first target, second target's around like the 167, aiming for that kind of 190 region to exit a bit more liquidity, and I will be taking profits. I want to turn those profits into dry powder that I can enter the market when ultimately it's going to go up and it's going to come back down. But anyway, thanks for your time. Peace.